Today we will be getting in the continuation of our journey into Soursalt. If you don't know what Soursalt is, I have a video on it, pretty much as an introduction to it. But just for a quick rundown, it's a deeply psychological arc that has generated much interest to those who have looked into it, and it has generated a very dedicated following. So after watching P1, and with many suggestions from various Soursalters that P2 was better, I started my adventure. The obvious first step was watching the series. And I have to say, just taking it for face value, it had some really good shots in it. Watching this directly after P1 would feel like an entirely different world just as far as the production was concerned. It really kind of added something to it, and not to mention it had a better format, it kind of had fewer videos with longer run times, so it didn't seem all over the place. Like I said, there were some really good scares. It had some good shots that were almost like movie quality without, like kind of like a Blair Witch kind of movie. And that's something really crazy. Like they had the key through the eyes, which is probably the most obvious scene, but it felt really good. And like I said, it captured the feel of a higher production value without looking cheesy, which is honestly something very hard to do. Secondarily, there were many more characters, and it went further than kind of just the cryptic videos from part 1. Each character had like distinct names and there was, like a storyline with different uploaders. It follows something that's, a lot easier to follow if you're just watching the series for face value. But as we know with Soursalt, face value's nothing. There's always a deeper meaning to be gleaned from it. So I took over a trip to the Dreamscape Discord to try and make sense of what I was seeing. Firstly, I spoke to Precursor, who's somebody that has done a lot of work as far as uncovering the secrets of Soursalt and has helped me in the past. And here's what he had to say about P2. When you start to watch the series and really follow the comments and read the Google Doc on Soursalt, it starts to really put the whole entire series in perspective for just how deep and psychological it is. Without spoiling too much, what makes the storyline so beautiful is the fact that one of the main factors in it is using your viewership of it as the main plot device. And after you get done with it, most sour salters, or at least the ones in the Discord, said that that kind of feeling drove them more. The fact that, this storyline was contingent on them actually drove them more. The fact that, the story was essentially relying on them was kind of an amazing thing. Um, After having talks with many people in the Discord after asking for information about P2, they kept mentioning something called the in-game Discord. And just as a viewer, I had no idea what that meant. Here's where it started to get crazy for me personally. After having talks with someone else in the Discord named Pen the Poet, he explained that as Soursalt P2 was going on, there was a Discord that was almost as deep as the series itself, where viewers tried to get more information on the series from in-game characters that the creator Deathly Logic had given answers to questions. From talking to them, it was like they were in their little own world with the in-game Discord, with viewers of the series having their own opinions of characters through Discord interaction, and even saying that the Discord characters perfectly matched up with the regular characters, in the sense that the longer the series went on, the crazier the characters got, even to a point where characters would deliberately sabotage the viewers from collecting more information on Soursalt. If that isn't the most in-depth thing you've ever heard, I don't know what is. The fact that so much thought was put into the series, and the creator even knew that the people would get interested in it, dig deeper, and continue to watch the series far after it was even, finished, it's just something crazy. It's so pivotal as a plot device, and it's something incredibly bold to do. So I reached out to Deathly Logic and kind of asked him to summarize the series for me. Here's what he said. At this point, I had my video done, and there was nothing more to talk about until Deathly Logic uploaded something on his personal YouTube channel. At the end of the video, it's kind of like a music video, I slowed it down to 0.25 times speed, and it still goes this fast. Here's what it is. Maybe, just maybe, what Deathly Logic said in our conversation holds more weight than what anyone initially thought. Thank you to so much for everyone that I interacted with in the Soursalt Discord. You guys were all amazing people, and very open to discussion. If you've never heard of Soursalt, I urge you to go check it out. it really is an interesting arc that's deeper than most things on the internet of this production quality. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. Be sure to like the video and comment if you would like to see more content like this in the future. I love all you guys.